Hi, my name is Dr. Bobbi Peterson, and I am the inventor of the Big Mouth Toothbrush. So, the story behind the toothbrush is around early 2021, I met with my hygienist. I'm an orthodontist here in Brooklyn, and oral hygiene is really, really big. I mean, in the dental community, but specifically when you have orthodontic patients with braces or Invisalign, it's very, very important for you to keep your teeth clean. So around that time, we saw a higher prevalence of patients with periodontitis and gingivitis. Not just the teenagers that we see, but my practice is basically 50% adults, 50% kids. So I see a lot of adults. So we noticed that everyone, I would say more than 50% of our patients had gingivitis or periodontitis. It was crazy. And we also noticed at the same time that the latest advances in electronic toothbrush heads were getting smaller and smaller. We always recommend, I've always recommended electronic toothbrushes, but I noticed that they were just getting smaller and smaller, and it just didn't seem practical. Like, how is there an increase in the prevalence of periodontitis, which, can definitely develop into systemic diseases? That's how serious it is. And the toothbrush heads are getting smaller. I think that a lot of the larger companies, larger toothbrush companies or oral care companies, they thought that those toothbrushes looked sleeker. And they did. They do. They look sleeker, but they just weren't practical in my brain. So I decided to develop the Big Mouth Toothbrush, which has a wider head. This is the toothbrush. So initially the toothbrush was electronic. Now it's sonic. The difference is electronic toothbrushes vibrate at maybe 4 to 10,000 vibrations per minute. Sonic toothbrushes vibrate at 50,000, up to 50,000 vibrations per minute. And that's the power of the Big Mouth Toothbrush. You can see it has 5 speeds. It caters to all dental needs. All dentists should be telling you that you need to brush your gums. It is impossible not to brush your gums with this toothbrush. So I'm very proud of it. It's amazing. The different sensations and the different pulsations makes it feel like a spa in your mouth when you're brushing. It's just an amazing toothbrush, and it needs to be a household name. I almost forgot to tell you about how the name came about. So I'm the youngest of 8, raised by a single mom. House was very, very noisy. So I had to speak loudly in order to be heard amongst all of my 7 siblings who have very big and, boisterous personalities, to say the least. So that was one of my nicknames. My mom used to call me Mighty Mouth. When I was younger. We also have a family call every Sunday, and the name for the toothbrush was born on that call. So my brother was like, well, why don't we just call it Big Mouth, talking about me? So that's where the name came from. But it also evolved into a really meaningful name, because bigger is better, especially when it comes to oral health care. Bigger is better. After the sonic toothbrush, we launched our tongue scrapers. This is something that's so underrated in our communities. Many people do not even know that they exist. So with Big Mouth, we're making sure that it's a part of the oral care kit. We also launched some of the most hygienic dental flossers or floss picks. They're super sturdy. They come in a box of 30. They're individually wrapped. We also launched our manual toothbrush. So the manual toothbrush is slightly smaller. Both toothbrushes come with an aerated cap, which protects your toothbrush from any of those the bacteria that swirl around in the bathroom once you flush your toilet. It comes with a base. The base is so that the toothbrush can stand up. Like if you're in a household where you have multiple people and you have manual toothbrushes, sometimes those toothbrush holders allow the bristles to touch, and it used to give me the ick. So the toothbrush stands alone, has a cap to keep your toothbrush nice and safe. I'm really passionate about this because I feel as though your mouth is the gateway between your heart and your mind. Anything you put in your mouth, or how clean you keep your mouth, affects your mind and your heart. This is why they say that periodontal disease can be a cause for stroke or heart attack. My passion for my occupation, for my brand, is to build awareness, is to spread awareness to people, to let them know how important it is to keep your teeth clean. Prevention of these diseases is key. I designed a toothbrush that is capable of helping people keep their teeth cleaner, We've done studies where most people do not brush for the full 2 minutes, right? So if you have a toothbrush half this size and you're not even brushing for 2 minutes, you can understand how much less effective your toothbrushing is. And toothbrushing is so important. Everything you put in your mouth is important to your overall health. Oral health care is directly linked to everything that happens with your body. That is a passion of mine, and that is why I created the Big Mouth Toothbrush.